What is seemingly being uttered out of this mouth, this heart and this body is utterly useless and meaningless. It can't even be called information because there is no thing to be talking about and there is no one saying what's being said or heard. There is just an uttering out of a total absence of a position. There's no sense of position for this body. And for many people hearing this, it seems like there's a sense of an experience happening called me, or I am. And when it comes across something like this, it projects the sense of I amness onto everything else. So it projects an I am onto everyone and everything else it seems to be hearing, tasting, touching, smelling, seeing, thinking and feeling. And so everything that this I am dream is relating to is an object. And so when it's coming across something like this, it seems to just get tangled up in the words and the terms and the concepts because there's no relating to nothing. And what is being talked about or seemingly talked around is nothing. There's just a seeming uttering out of total positionless freedom. So terms, words and concepts happen, but it's got nothing to do with the words, the terms and the concepts actually. What's being shared is totally, utterly, boundlessly energetic. So there's an energy that seems to happen and it's seemingly revealed or exposed or basked in, but that's unobjectifiable freedom. No one is having an energetic experience of absence. It's the death of the I am dream. And because there's no ability to relate to this energetic, unobjectifiable absence, instead what seems to happen for so many is hearing words, terms and concepts and getting tangled up in all of that instead, because that's something that I can relate to, something that I can digest, maybe it's even something I can grasp or understand. But what is seemingly beyond all of this is totally ungraspable, unreachable, unobjectifiable, incomprehensible, indescribable, unconditional thisness. It's totally full-on aliveness with nothing in it. There's no dimension, direction or distinction. So there's no inside or outside. There's no me and you. There's no subject-object. There's no above and below. There's no hierarchy. There's no authority. This isn't talking to anyone. It's not talking from anyone. It's totally effortlessly spouting out of absence. So there's no exchange or transaction happening within this communication. Although it might seem that way, that's a projection. And so for some people, there is a sort of a hearing that, but it's not an objectifiable hearing. It's an energetic basking. And there can be a sense of bathing in something that is totally undefinable and unknowable when that is seemingly felt, but it's totally beyond grasp of a separate experience. And for others, there just seems to be this continuous knocking up against the words, the terms and the concepts and seeing if I can understand that or if I can wrestle with it or battle with it, because me lives in knowing. It lives in distance. And so it comes across this and maybe tries to conceptualize or intellectualize it. But it's beyond all of that. So some there's a resonance and some there's a rejection, some agreement, some disagreement, some belief, some disbelief, and all of it is totally, equally, radically, unconditionally free. There's no agenda to prove anyone right or wrong, to impress anyone, to improve anything, to sort of come across as noble or holy despite being situated in front of a Buddhist picture with a beautiful doggy. It's a funny idea to sit and talk about it in this way, but it's utterly meaningless. It's so passionately alive and yet nothing to do with going somewhere or arriving somewhere. It's just sort of a joyful expression that comes out of a passionate yet meaningless aliveness. And so as has been said before, there's a resonance for some and a resistance for others, and it's all totally unconditionally free, no agenda whatsoever. And so maybe the question arises, well, why make this video? And the question is, why the fuck not? It's fun. It just happens. It's so sort of delightful, but yet, you know, no reason to get anyone on board with it, no agenda whatsoever, but yet for some there's just an enjoyment. So that's all that can be said about all of this meaningless uttering, which is positionless, absent freedom for no one. Much love.